Hey guys, Bellatrix Pretzel here. Thank you for joining me for another speed build. This one is called Familial Flora because I do have a lot of, I use a lot of plant decorations outside, as you'll see shortly. This was built on a 30 by 20 lot. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, and the price of this minus the lot came out to 145 simoleons. Sorry, 145,076 simoleons. So yeah. So from the outside and in, I wanted this house to look like a very typical family-styled home. Um, I think I did that relatively well. Yeah. Anyways, something I did in this build that I don't normally do is I did the entire outside build before I did any of the interior. I did, well, for the interior I did the floor plan just because it helps me with the windows. But I did the landscaping and the whole backyard, painting of the house, like completely done before I moved into the interior design. Alright, so for this part right here, where I'm placing the windows, I really wish that The Sims 4 had cars or like garage doors, because that would have been perfect for a garage, minus the fact that it's on a foundation. Anyways, so as you can see, my ever continuing struggle with windows continued. My unending is what I should have said. My unending struggle with windows continued. I didn't know what to put there, and I stopped putting windows because I was like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. It's just I never get them the way I want to, so I stopped. I did the floor plan, and I go back to the windows. At least then I won't have to, mess with them again later on. Yeah, so the everything except for the master bedroom, the 3 other bedrooms end up being relatively small. I could have made them bigger if I made one of the bedrooms downstairs, but I felt like for a typical family home, it would make a lot more sense to have them all on one floor. And you know what? So, like, when you buy a house, not every bedroom is the same size. You have the master, which is usually the biggest, and then you have your other rooms, which tend to be obviously smaller than the master, and also, like, they're not always the same size as each other. So, it's quite realistic, I thought. Yeah, so there we go. I changed the colors of the windows because I'm just never happy with the windows in my builds. But I think I stick with what I have right here. There we go. I'm slowly building the back deck, and for once I think this is actually the first build I make on this channel that has a balcony. So exciting. Yeah. So finally have a balcony, and then I have a large deck. I thought this would be simpler than just adding a piece of curved and like fitting it to it. I thought it'd be simpler to copy the balcony and cut it in half, which didn't work. So much for my functional brain, huh? Yeah, alright, so the bottom deck I'm separating in two, as you can see. One is actually like a living entertainment space, there's some seating, there's going to be a barbecue, and that section right there I decided would have plants and a bird bath. Who knows, to see me build that eventually. Yeah, just picking the color now. I actually did not have a hard time with this. Like, it's the first time in a really long time that I was able to just decide on a color and go with it. So yeah, blue sliding across most of the house, and then a bit of light gray stone. Yeah, yeah. I don't usually use like a color for, for the exterior of the house, but I actually really like the blue sliding. I think it worked. So yeah, okay, I'm just starting some of the landscaping here, sticking a lot of plants in the front, but I also wanted it to have like neat edges, I guess. So, I did rock corners for the flower beds to separate them from the rest of the house, of the build. Yeah, alright. All of my videos for last week I like pre-recorded, and 2 of them that I had for this week I pre-recorded as well, like days in advance, sorry, and this one I'm doing, like, I'm recording this just hours before I have to post this one, and I feel like I haven't done a voiceover or narration in a really long time. I feel like I'm out of practice for it, so this one might be more awkward than the past 2 or 3 videos, and I apologize for that, but I mean, being awkward, that's just part of my charm, right? Can't see, but I'm cringing right now at what I said. Okay, anyway, so I removed the columns because since you can't really curve a fence on demand, you only curve the fences if it goes with the curve of the balcony or the deck. I had to rethink my shape, and the columns just weren't working how I had them before with the 2 shapes. But yeah, so just a whole lot of plants there with a bird bath and a bird feeder. You know, I thought it looked very like naturey, very, I guess, serene place for birds. Yeah. I think I was channeling my mom right there. Like, she loves to garden. She spends like her entire summer vacation just in our yard gardening, and she like spends her downtime in the winter looking at pictures she took of her garden and like trying to come up with what she's gonna do next year. And she's also a huge fan of birds. Like, she has books on birds. She's got like I don't want to say posters. It's sort of like we have a few of these. I don't know if they're paintings or what, like half painting, half poster or whatever, and it just shows you pictures of birds, and they're all numbered, and then you have the type of bird that they are listed at the bottom. And anyways, she has an obsession, so I thought it was like, I feel like I was channeling my mom for that little section there. I think she would have been proud of that. I think she would love to have something like that, just a bunch of flowers with a bird bath and bird feeder. I think she would actually love that. Not to mention the planters, because she actually grows a lot of veggies. Like, in the summer we have too many cucumbers to eat. Like, we give out huge baskets of cucumbers to our friends and neighbors because we cannot eat everything that grows there. It's ridiculous. But anyways, enough about that. I think that's about it for the plants that I put outside. So just chucking in that barbecue, the little benches. Yeah, and I'd move on to the outdoor table really soon. There we go. So here we go. I'm struggling with the colors. I'm like, oh my god, what to pick? There's so many options. I have no idea what I want. 'Cause usually when I do the outdoor, I've already decorated the interior of the house, so I have a good idea of what colors I use and the interior decorating feel of the house, which I didn't have for this one. So I was like, oh god, which color, which color, which color? Just pressing like the plus and minus buttons, because that switches, that, you know, that shows you your other color samples if you haven't like placed it already. I'm just like, oh my god, what am I gonna pick? I'm a little indecisive. I can be very indecisive if you guys haven't noticed already. Yeah. Anyway, that's basically it for the outdoors. I start working on the interior now, and I start with the kitchen. It's my favorite room. favorite room to design. I hope one day I have enough money that I can like design my own house outside and in, and at the very least be able to design a kitchen or have enough money to renovate a huge room to be the perfect kitchen for me. Yeah, chucking in some appliances there. I actually added the popcorn and ice cream maker in there, and yeah, the popcorn, I can't remember if the ice cream maker comes in the movie expansion as well. I know the popcorn one does. And I actually, for this build, I had just downloaded that pack, the movie pack, whatever it's called. And so I was like, sweet, I'm gonna test all these items out. So I checked the curtains for it, and I checked a couple of the curtains. I was like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I'm never in the mood to put curtains in these houses. It's ridiculous. I'm like super against them. Okay, anyways. found the walls a little bit bare. I didn't want to put more cabinets on there, so I just chucked a coffee poster. That's actually one of two coffee themed art pieces I have in this house. Like I was like I'm sorry. I don't normally drink coffee every day, but since I started my sim channel, I've been working from home. Like I quit my job, I started working from home. I figured, you know what, I'll take a break from uh, from working for people, because I honestly I hate being an employee. I hate it so much. So ever since then I've had actual time to brew coffee and drink it every morning, and so I got a little bit addicted to coffee, and I don't like being so caffeine dependent. So I was going through like caffeine withdrawals for 3 days, and I was like, oh my god, there's coffee art. I need to put this up. I was just jonesing for a cup. Anyways, on to the living room. So the couches, I really like them. They're really cool. But to be honest, like they don't fit with the rest of the house. I keep it like this. Like I really like it, but I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just having a little bit of fun. I was like, you know what, these are cool. These look good. I'm gonna add them. They don't fit. I don't care. They're pretty cool. You know what? I just went with it. I just went with it. I picked that table. I really like the wood, and then I placed it, and I was like, oh my, that's a mirrored surface. That's really cool. But like, if you're leaning over it, like from the couch to pick up like a glass of water or something, you're gonna see yourself from such a ridiculously unappealing angle. Like all those times you open your phone camera and you want to take a picture, like you don't want to take a selfie. You want to take a picture and it opens to your front facing camera and you see like the 5 chins you didn't know you had. Like I didn't even know like a human could actually have that many chins. You know, I envision that that's the angle that you're gonna pretty much see yourself in from that table if you ever lean over. Um, yeah, moving on. I didn't know what I wanted for that bathroom. I'm not like I have a lot of these like these 2x3 or 2x4 bathrooms, and I'm not a fan of the shapes. Like I feel like there's one way to do it, and that's how it has to be, or it's just gonna look awkward. And I was trying to do something different for that because I was sick of doing shower bath against the wall like that, and then squish the sink and the toilet next to each other. I want to try something different. Clearly, it didn't work, so I stuck with the typical thing. um, yeah, so clearly I had a lot of extra room in this house. I did a full library, a chess table, a desk. Um, I did a wow, good job, brain. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I did an exercise room. That exercise. That's the word I was looking for. Exercise workout room. Yeah, just lighting everything up, and I'm gonna move to the upstairs soon. The hallway was just very empty, as you can tell. Yeah, alrighty. Awkward silence till we move upstairs. Woohoo! Alright, there we go. So I think I start with the bathrooms for this one, yeah. Alright, so I'm starting with the ensuite, which unfortunately was the same size as the bathroom for the other 3 bedrooms, but, I had limited space. I wanted 4 bedrooms for this house, and so I had to give up the bathrooms. I had to give up sizely bathrooms, but I think I like how they turned out. Yeah, I'm actually a fan of it, and I was able to make both of them look a little bit different, just by chucking things on different sides of the walls. Um, yeah, alright, so that bathroom is going to change a little bit, because I start off thinking I'm going to have, in my head I'm like, yeah, we're going to have 2 toddlers in this house and then a kid, and I was like, alright, this is, if anyone actually moves in a family here with 2 toddlers and a kid, it's going to be like a hard household to manage. And I was like, no, you know what? For right now, I'm like, okay, we'll just have 1 toddler, a kid, and a teenager. And I was like, ugh, no, that doesn't make me happy. It takes me a while to realize that. Like I finished the toddler bedroom, I finished the kid's bedroom, and I'm like, you know what? No, I gotta change it. I'm not a fan of this. But I actually like that design of a toddler bedroom. Like I would use that in another house if I built a small bedroom with for a toddler. Anyways, moving on to the kids' bedroom. I don't know what it is with me and shoving beds through walls, but I do this in almost all of my builds, and I don't notice until much later. Like right now, I'm putting the carpet in, and I'm like, oh wow, the bed is just way through the wall. And I moved a sim into my the first build I ever posted, the 2-story start, I think it's called, and upon just like adding a couple of items here and there, like skill building more set to the Sim's personality, I'm like, oh my god, this bed has been through the wall this entire time. Like, whoops, I'm sorry to anyone who's downloaded that house and realized it. It is really simple to fix. You just move it in half a tile, but I'm still sorry. um, Alright, so as you see, I deleted the toddler bedroom. It was actually when I was picking out wall paints for the purple bedroom's like color that I saw the red and I was like, I saw red and I saw green and I was like, you know what? I don't want to have a toddler's bedroom. I want to use this in that bedroom over, and I want it to be another kid. She's gonna be really into sports. So yeah, I ended up going with that. So in my head, these are 2 twin girls. One of them is very nerdy. She's not very into sports. Like she kind of sucks at sports. She's the kind of girl who might actually fail gym. Um, and her twin sister is like a jock. Which in this third bedroom, the eldest teenager, a son in my head, anyways, he's also a jock. So like they get on super well, and purple bedroom girl is just a little. She's not an outcast. Like it's not like her siblings make fun of her or anything, but she doesn't really feel like she fits in with them very well because their interests are so different. Um, but yeah, so his bedroom was big enough that I could have spaced it out and made it look neater, but in my head, it's a teenager. Teenagers tend to be messy, so I wanted to just sort of squeeze everything in there, and I was like, you know what, even though they have a workout room and stick a punching bag in there, it's not like they have one in the exercise room anyways. So, anyways, I went with that, and I actually really like how it turned out. Um, yeah, okay, so for the parents' bedroom, so as you saw, I was messing with curtains there. I really wanted to have, I don't actually know what that style of bed is called when it's like draped in curtains. Anyways, I really wanted to have that, but I got rid of it for 2 reasons. One, I couldn't really find any items that could link them as sort of like bars at the top around that, and I found it looked extremely girly, considering that in my head it is a 2-parent household. In my head, it's a boy and a girl. I know that. I mean, I know that I'm pretty sure you can have same-sex couples in The Sims. Honestly, I don't play enough with actual Sims. I don't know if you can, but I'm pretty sure you can. So I mean, you could always do that. Plus, I mean, there are some guys who like the typical girly styled stuff. Anyways, onto the screenshots. I finished this house. I hope you liked it. If you'd like to download it, there will be a link in the description below, as there always is. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'm sorry for my awkward rambling, but yeah, anyways, hope you liked this video and enjoyed the awkward silence for the last few shots. Have a great day, guys.